Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2020. This is All Rounder. It's episode number 58. A group of 12 have just caught up to me, making a group of 13 in the breakaway today. We're at the Osterreich Rundfahrt. I lead the King of the Mountains competition. I am second, just a few points shy of the points classification, but I'm way out of the GC competition. So I'm here for intermediate checkpoints and KOM checkpoints. Luke Rowe joins me in the group. Unfortunately, he is the leader here, so I don't have support. And now with a large group of 15, two more in tow, so potentially 17 in the break. We have 5 minutes ahead of the peloton, which gives us a tiny chance on the stage, which of course I'd be looking for those King of the Mountain points at the end of it as we finish with one big monster climb. So I'm back to full strength now, fully recovered as we approach our first climb of the day, 10K from a Cat 3, 6, 4, and 2 points for the top 3 over the line. Not going to be easy for me. I do have a 75 hill rating with a +3 race day condition, so there is a chance that I can pull this one out as we go under 5K to go, and we're already seeing a couple guys doing something here. Arthur V Show, that's not an easy one to beat. Underman. Yeah, there's definitely some competition here, and it's time for me to start going forward. 1.5K to go, and let's go ahead and attack. Now from here, you can see that it's going to flatten out before the top. Okay, down to just the two of us. Oh, he's going to get there first. Okay, second over the line, still 4 points. Springers had no points in the competition, so that is okay that I was not able to grab max points. Lindemann's the one to worry about. He's got 24, just 5 points behind me, and is in the break. I think Gathman's also here, so really got to watch out. Luckily, the main competitor in that one was not someone to worry about, as he's well behind. This is stage 5 of 8. Ooh, now Luke Rowe is ready to give me some support. Oh, I like that. In which case, I can sit on. And he can do the work for a while. Alright, 2 sprint points coming up next. Downhill for the next one. That's going to make it that much easier. I don't know how much competition I'm going to have for this. Generally, the sprint points are non-contested, while the KOM is heavily contested, generally speaking. 20K to go till we get there, though. So let's speed this up a little bit more. I'll go ahead and grab some water for the two of us. 15K now. Water taken care of. 90K to go in the stage. 10K to go to the sprint point. Start to slow down just a little bit. 7K to go. 5K to go. We're not yet in the downhill, but that's going to start here pretty soon. Over the top here. Alright, let's get ourselves into that rotation so I'm not sitting at the back of the group. Okay, start bringing it forward. 1.5K. 1K. Sprint it out. Oh, wow. Hello. Yeah, that was not expected. I just said most of them never bother with it, and all of a sudden I'm sprinting up the right-hand side, get blocked by the front of the relay, and then all of a sudden up the left-hand side, about 5 guys go sprinting full speed, contesting it. That's not good for me. We're going to have to go much earlier next time. I got no points out of that. Just 6, 4, and 2 available. And 6 would be enough to move into the lead of the points classification. And you gotta believe that the current leader is not going to score any points today, so that was a real missed opportunity. 5K to go. Let's scoot forward here much sooner this time. 3.5K to go. Let's slow this down. Okay, 2.9. 2.4. 2K to go. Into open air and at the front, but it's flat this time. 1.4. Okay, sprint it out. get the advantage this time.
The pack is increasing
And we
its
get there
work rate.
first.
Some teams can't be happy with the
And
breakaway.
there were 6 of us at the front, so 5 guys did
We're
contest it
starting the
again.
last third of the race.
Luke Rowe apparently among them. I don't remember seeing him there last time, but... Alright. Well, we've definitely sat up. We don't seem to be working anywhere near as hard as we were before. Gap not yet come down. Actually, the gap's growing to the chase group, so maybe we've left those 9 riders behind, potentially, but maybe not. They're showing a hint of being able to come back at us. And it's back together. We have 3 minutes 20 seconds over the peloton, which is still a pretty good gap. It's obviously going to hold and get us through this KOM checkpoint and the last sprint point. I don't have a ton of energy left after pursuing these classifications here of late. 3K to go to the top of this Cat 3 climb. Definitely need to start going for this early. And you can see guys behind me sprinting it out early. I'm not going to make it all the way to the end here. Second over the top is 33 now to 26. It's a good lead. Lindemann is not going to win this stage, nor am I for that matter. Go and grab some water. 2 riders dropped. Big gap to them. They won't come back. Okay, recovery ongoing. Water coming in. Luke Rowe, why are you way at the front, buddy? What, you're going to take a turn? I just want to get you some water, and I want to recover. And not going quite according to plan on that one. No messing around, I just gave you water. Come on, buddy. Kidding, I'm kidding. You're like a god in this sport, Mr. Rowe. You are the general. Alright, 5K already to the final sprint point. I'm not worried about the climb. I'm not going to survive the climb. The 2-minute 45 gap, 2-minute 40 gap to the peloton, it's coming down way too fast. They will beat all of us. But with 2K to go, it's time. It's time. Come on, sprint point, sprint point, sprint point. Oh, I get blocked off again. Okay, I get through, and we get max points. 58 now, 9 points clear of Gittich. Gegenhardt has 41. He's only 17 back. He wins the stage. He's going to get, I'm assuming, 25. Yes. So we might not have that points jersey at the end of the day. All right, now it's time to just sit on and try to cruise for the stage. Heart rate's a little bit high here, so I'm not going to recover. I'm going to stay kind of right where I am until we begin the climb, and then all of a sudden I'm going to fade very quickly. So we're going to set this nice and low. We're going to take the climb at our own pace. 2-minute gap over the field. Hasn't come down a lot in the last few kilometers, partially because we attacked the sprint point, pulled out a little more time. Heart rate staying nice and low right now, which is good. I'm going to begin to fade here. A couple riders already dropped. I'm slipping backwards. There comes the attack. Guys going for the stage. There's the peloton. They've already caught us. 67 seems to be a good pace. I'm just hanging on energy-wise. Okay, I'm still hanging on here. 12K to go, though. That's a long, long time. Let's use our gel so we hang on a little bit longer. And we'll just kind of keep drifting back here. Okay, slow down just a little more. 65. With that gel gun, 65's got me just hanging on. Lewis is at the front, but he's 5 minutes behind. I'm 7 minutes down already. Just one mountain. It's a lot of time. I went from a 2-minute advantage to a 8-minute deficit. I've lost 10 minutes since the start of this climb. Tim Vellens takes the stage, coming to second, and there we go. I crossed the line. 35th, actually. Wow. Okay. 35th. Wow. That is not bad. Not bad at all. Of course, it means nothing in the GC. I'm outside of the top 100 anyway, but pretty dang good. as a team. Top finisher was Adam Lewis in 20th.
And
Gittich
just in case
took
you missed them,
7th.
Here are the race highlights.
Wow, that was worth some points. I may not have the lead. Gegenhardt wasn't up there, but Gittich took 7th. Lewis is 28th overall. I'm sure I moved up a bit. Yeah, 57th. Here's what we came for. Gittich equal on points. Yikes. Oh, if I would have gotten that first one, I'd have the points jersey as well. But I'm still in it with 3 stages to go. And I do have, not by much, as Velens picks up a solid number of points now at 26, I do have the K1 lead. And that's obviously what we're up to for those last 3 stages, is trying to get both of those jerseys. Try as we might. Alright, so as we start stage number 6, it's very similar to stage 5, other than no KOM points along the way, just at the end of the stage, which is very bad for the jersey that I'm wearing, because I stand very little chance of still being away at that point. Now, meanwhile, I immediately take off. Having a jersey puts me right front and center in the group at the start of the stage, so I immediately sprint away, and I've opened a 1.5-minute gap, so it's looking good for being in the break. I do have 3 points classification spots today, so intermediate sprints, so I've got a chance to go out and grab up to 18 points. That's good. That can really, really help on the day of trying to maintain that, but of course Gittich has a chance at points again, as it's another big climb, and he managed 7th on that last stage, so I need him to not finish terribly high. And then I need Velens not to turn around and win the stage again if I'm going to survive the KOM. There's, what, 16 points at the top? That's going to be hard to maintain. So today is a bad day for me in this classification. What I need to hope for is that having a weak group where I'm literally the biggest name in the bunch is going to lead to a huge gap, and that huge gap is going to lead then to us staying away and taking the stage. If I can finish in the top 5 on the stage, there's no way I'm going to win it. 71 mountain rating. But if, wow, here's Luke Rowe again. And the group just got so much bigger. 18 now. We're out to 3 minutes. We'll see if this gap grows at all. But yeah, that was unexpected that we suddenly doubled in size. 12K to go to that first sprint point, so we'll get there pretty quickly. 8K, let's go ahead and get involved in this so that I'm halfway up the field. Not as far to go. 5K to go. 4K to go. We're going to have to do what we did last time. We've got to expect that there's going to be some guys going for this. 3K to go. Let's go ahead and start scooting forward to the front of the group. 2.5K to go. We're going to emerge out a little bit early here. 2K to go. I have the advantage. It's a little bit downhill, so we're going to speed this up as we go over and then sprint it out. Luke Rowe, why are you attacking the sprint? There we go. Okay, I got there first, ahead of my teammate Luke Rowe. That gives me the virtual lead in the points classification. We've got 2 more to go on the day. I definitely need to pick up maximum points if I'm going to have a chance at winning this. $5K to go. Let's go ahead and get into the mix. And 3K to go. Let's start moving forward. 2.5. 2K. Not to be confused with sports. Okay, just over 1K to go. Gonna go a little earlier. Only one guy in tow. Will I make it over the top? Ooh, just. Okay, that was Grossschartner with me. Now let's sit up. Now at 70 points, 12-point lead. Looking good there. Gegenhardt and Velens, Gittich at the top. This is definitely not a sprinter's competition this time. It's a
couple of teams have set
Baradur
themselves up as pacemakers for the
versus
pack. They
GC
obviously don't have
competition
anybody in
for
the
this
breakaway
race.
group.
Myself obviously being the Baradur in that mix. 2 to go. Nearly a 6-minute gap. So, is that enough? Well, last time, the climb was a little more, it was a bit longer than this one is. This one might be slightly steeper. That's obviously not a good thing. Let's grab water. But a 5-minute gap is pretty healthy. That could help me finish up the standings. But there's 18 of us here. Let's say I finish in the middle. That's 9. Front runners, you got to figure the first group of them. Chances are I'm going to finish 20 to 25 with a healthy gap, a steady pace, and a fast charging peloton where only the top riders catch up to us. Yeah, I figured 20 to 25. 5K to go, 4K to go, 3K to go, start scooting forward, 2K to go, speed it up, get through that, and sprint it out. And max points on the day. 76 now. I like that. That is very good for that classification. And energy, really not so bad as we approach the climb. Gap 4.5 minutes after we went through that sprint point. We opened up another 20 seconds on them, and that was thanks to my effort. And I'm already fully recovered as we head towards the climb, meaning I'm going to be able to go a lot harder today than I did on the previous one. We went in the 60s. I think I can push a low 70s today. We are just going to sit on. There's no way I'm attacking this. We're just going to try to hang in there. 4-minute gap at the base of the climb. Okay, I'm going to go a little harder for now just to try to stay in the group. I'm using less energy in the group than I am riding solo, so we'll try to hang on here. Gap down to 2.5 minutes already. It's not lasting long. 11K to go. Here comes the first attack. We'll let those guys go. There's no way I'm beating Grosshartner or Luke Rowe for that matter. There's a lot of weak riders other. So let those first few guys go. I'm looking for, well, like I said, 20th is about where I expect to finish today. Still 71 in the peloton, and they're only a minute behind us. Now the first 5 riders have gone away. Now we've hit the peloton. 6.5K to go. Okay, we're going to slow this down so we can survive a bit longer. There's a lot of riders gone. In fact, more than 20 have long gone. Okay, we're going to gel up. $3K to go. Oh, now we're Damien Housen. As I try to click that away, it takes itself away. It wouldn't go away, so I finally click it. Alright, 1.7. But I don't have much energy here to do anything. We're going to use sneak. And the final sprint is off. Who's going to be the first to the line today? I wanted to go forward, but the effort cursor's not going to go too well right now. Oh, Velens takes the stage. He's going to take the KOM away from me. Kamna second again. Rojas third. Gegenhardt fourth. Hindley fifth. KOM's gone. I got no points today. I just finished 18th. Are you kidding me? There was at least 40 riders up the road. Huh, I finished in the top 20. Okay. And I caught back up to Luke Rowe, so... No, I didn't. Luke Rowe was way ahead of me, wasn't he? Apparently not. He was in the group I was in. So I came back, had a lot of riders who went too hard. Steady climb. That's going to move me up the order a bit, too. And 18th means nothing for points or KOM or anything like that. Just a good result. 2 stages to go. I've got to work to get the KOM back. I should have the points lead now, though.
And here are a few of the key moments.
Should. We'll see. Velens, again, grabbing another stage win. He's going to have quite a few points after that. So GC, Velens leads by 2 minutes over Kamna. Gegenhardt's third, just 10 seconds down. It's tight for the podium. 3 guys, 2 spots. There's Gittich in 6th. Lewis is 33rd. Luke Rowe and I, 40, 41. I'm at 16 minutes down, so I'm way out of contention. I've got the points lead by 1 with 2 stages to go. Now ahead of Tim Wellens. Gittich did not pick up any points today. Gegenhardt and Wellens both do. They're in a dangerous position. Kamna's in a dangerous position. I mean, this is all GC guys behind me. KOM, I do lose it. And I lost it by quite a bit. Tim Wellens now at 42. I have 33. That is quite the deficit to overcome. I've not looked ahead to see what the profile is stage by stage. I don't know if there's going to be enough KOM points for me to get that back, but we will try. Different jersey today. Same goal. KOM and points, going after both of them. 5-minute, 40-second gap over the peloton in the early parts of this stage. Now 6 minutes ahead. 10 riders in the break. I like what is around me, meaning a group that's pretty manageable, a group that I could beat head-to-head, though it looks like there's 3 riders from the same team here, so that's a real threat. But I don't need to worry about, I'm not thinking about the stage, I'm thinking about points. Of course, if we're still there for the stage, then I have a chance to grab additional points. But today is shaping up to be a very, very good day for me based on the profile. 1, points classification, the jersey I do have currently. And let's start scooting forward for this first sprint point of the day. The points classification has come down to myself and GC contenders. GC contenders are not going to take the stage today. They will not be in contention at all. It's going to be sprinters or the breakaway. And nobody challenging me inside the final kilometer, but let's make sure we get max points here, and we do. Sit right back up, and now I pull a little bit ahead of Tim Wellens there.
Is still growing.
And that's a very good thing. Look, there's Cockard is 10th in the points classification, and he is the highest placed sprinter. So no need to worry about that. Second thing that's favorable for me, no points at the end of the stage, climbing-wise. So again, the competitors for the KOM, the GC guys, the same group of guys, they're not going to collect any points on that unless the breakaway is brought back in before the end of the climbs. Well, we have a 7-minute 45-second gap. 1, it's looking very likely that they're not going to catch us between now and the last KOM of the day, meaning GC guys are not likely to pick up any points. Next favorable factor for me as we speed things back up, the Cat 2 on the day, which is 10 points, so it's better, comes before the Cat 3, meaning I'm probably going to have less energy as time goes on. So having that climb come at the start means I can focus on that climb, get those max points, hopefully. And then if I have something left, go for the lesser points. But so it's favorable in the order of the climbs. And with a 10.5-minute gap over the peloton, it is looking likely, in the most favorable part of all, that we are going to win the stage. So not only is it not going to come down to the sprinters at the end, but with a now 11.5-minute gap, I can think about the stage. I can think about the points available at the end of this one. So I could just about wrap up the points classification today. KOM's another matter. We'll see what next stage is like. Gap continues to grow. They don't care about us. This is going to move me up the GC quite a bit as well. I'm only 41st, but 16 minutes. I mean, if we're still ahead by 10 at the end of this thing, if I'm 6 minutes down, suddenly I am way, way higher up the order. So I could end up with a decent GC position as well. Let's go ahead and grab some water. 82K to go, though. 12.5-minute gap. Is that still going out? It is. It's still going out. This is really good for me. 2 climbs. We're not going to lose that much time because the climbs are pretty short. But we are coming up on that first one now. I'm at full strength here. Mostly anyway. I mean, I've burned some stamina being in the break today, but looking relatively strong as we approach this one. The only downside is I have a -1 race day condition. I have not actually had anything. I have not had a single day above expected race day condition in this one. I've been at or below every single day because I am on a fitness peak, and I targeted this as my objective for this part of the season. So I should be on a +3 race day condition. So I drew a -4 today, which really sucks. 3K to go to the top of this climb. Nobody else is wanting to work on this thing, so I'm right at the front, which is fine by me because it's not hurting me. So we'll continue at a 60 here, which is keeping me right near the front, and we'll prepare to attack if somebody comes close. I might have to attack inside the last kilometer just to make sure I get max points. Okay, gap is open, and there we go. Go over the top first. Pick up 10 points, and I had a 9-point deficit. I'm now in the virtual lead of the King of the Mountains classification. 6 more points on offer, and we are way, way ahead of the field, so should have no problem picking up max points again later, or at least contending those points. Hopefully we can pick them up because, yeah, I'll be leading the points and the KOM, and I should have a top 10 on the stage, which means I should have a top 5 on the stage at the very least. Only a 71 on the sprint. A +3 would have been really, really, really nice today because that would have really pointed the finger at a potential win here, but we'll see. I don't see any names that jump out at me as sprinters, but is Bear? I think Bear. Let's start looking at the competition. Bugter.
Falling behind. A team leader is falling behind. A fall just took place on the pack. Several riders are on the ground. The pack is increasing.
One guy here, Felgenmeyer. I don't know any of them. I don't know any of them. Okay, we're on the base of the last climb of the day, this Cat 3. We're still 15 minutes out ahead. 5K to go. And we're already through the steepest section. As we round this corner, it starts to level off a bit. We're not even at 3% anymore. 2K. Oh, no, 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 don't back off now. Okay, 1K. Let's make sure we go get those max points.
There's an attack in the leading group.
And we
Some
get through
riders were
first.
not giving it their all and sharing the pace.
Sweet. 49-42 over Velens. We'll see what that last stage is, but Velens really now the only one who's likely to contest the KOM for me. Like I said, the points classification is almost certainly mine now. 23K to go. Guaranteed we are going to win the stage today. 15 minutes. I'm only 16 minutes down overall,
There's
so
a breakaway in the leading group.
I'm not going to be in contention for the race win, but for a top 10 position, right now I'm virtually second. As we're seeing these guys starting to attack each other, and that's not good. I'm trying to not waste energy here, but suddenly big acceleration. Don't go down. There you go. Stay in the group. Hopefully we pull these guys back. I'm trying not to waste. That was the last climb, so it's slightly downhill from here to the finish. Hopefully we can bring these guys back.
There are just 10 kilometers
Contribute
left.
to this chase. I don't want to be racing for 5th. I do want to race for the stage. So
And
missing
off
that
he
break
goes. He's
is
giving it
not
one
good.
last go.
Those guys are starting to attack each other, though.
5
That's
kilometers to the
good
finish
for
line.
what could happen at the finish. 5K to go. We still haven't pulled this back, though. And I'm not getting help here. 3K to go. 2K to
There we
go.
The sprint is on. The riders are setting themselves up.
1.3 sprinted out.
Another victory for his record
Top 10
of
for the
achievements.
day.
He
8th
was able to
only.
handle the
Ouch.
pressure put on him by his
I
fellow
got beat
escapees.
pretty good by those guys. Got beat pretty good.
A fall
It
has
didn't
just
help
happened in the
that
peloton. Several
4 of the 6 in my group were not contributing. Otherwise, we would have caught the front group. We had them on numbers, and it wasn't like there was so much fatigue that the guys were done, that they were toast. Nobody had shoulders bobbing. They just weren't contributing, which is dumb. Huge gap, though. Huge gap. It ends up at about 11 and a half minutes. That really pulls back some time. Really pulls back some time. So, stage, no go. But GC, I could be in the top 10 now. We'll see. How high are we? 1 stage left, by the way. So we finished 42 seconds down. So we gain 10 and a half minutes. And it does put me in the top 10. I am 6th place now at 5:22. And in no man's land with 1 stage to go. Look who we're ahead of. Gittich. I added points with a relatively lousy finish. The stage was great otherwise. Just finish wasn't as good as it could have been. But we're 21 points ahead. So it's not secure yet. But we're like 5 points away from guaranteeing the points classification. 7 points ahead in the KOM. 2nd in the under 25s. We move up to 8th as a team. And 1 stage left.
That's really
Leader outsider today. I certainly would like to get the KOM points here. So if I can stay ahead, I will. But there's a chance now that I'm in the top 10 that the pack is not too interested in having me in a breakaway. 40 seconds ahead, and you can see the peloton is not setting up. The gap is coming down. It's down to 30 seconds already. I have 7K to go to the top of this climb. I might have to just ride it out. I'm the only rider away. 28 seconds. So, yes, they are committed to bringing me back, but I'm committed to getting to the top of this climb first. New breakaway trying to come. 25 seconds. 2.5K to go. Let's up the pace a little bit more. 93. Holding the gap. 1K to go to the top. I should get max points here, and then it looks like we're going to have to sit up. And we do. I have a 13-point lead. All that's left. This is stage 8. This is final stage. 6 points. KOM's guaranteed. But there's still 25 points available at the end of the stage. And that's a problem. That's a real problem. Because I do not have the points wrapped up. Let's go ahead and check points classification. I'm 21 points ahead of Tim Wellens. So I'm 5 points shy of what I need. If he's not in the break, obviously he can't do anything there, and he's not, and obviously he wouldn't be. So I'm not going to lose points here, but if Tim Wellens wins the stage, he'll take the points. Considering that I've placed myself inside the top 10 overall and taken up leader outsider role, I now have full team support. So as we go into the final 20 kilometers, I have the whole team behind me. So let's put the whole team behind me.
The finish line is getting close. The riders have just passed the 50
Because
kilometers road sign.
one way to combat the possibility that Tim Wellens is going to win the stage and get maximum points and overcome my lead by a total of 4 points. All I need to do to beat that is A, try to maintain my position in the standings so that I have a good GC finish, but also say if I myself can't manage to score 5 points. It's possible I have a +5 race day condition. I have a 75 mountain, a 77 hill, and my stamina resistance are 80 plus. So after last stage, taking that big negative, and like I said, my overall for this race has been a negative from what it should be. Today I get a +2 race day condition beyond what it could have or should have been, which is still below 0 for the average over the course of the race. But it's very good. And it's going to give me a real shot today. I'm at full strength as we head to this short, punchy climb. I think I could just about hang on to this thing. So what I want is to fix the order here. Vermeltfort definitely going to go first. Row looks pretty dang good. Better than plank art, so we'll scoot that. Mobach in between there, and Lewis. Nice. 71, 76 for Lewis. Is that better than Row? It is, but the stamina resistance is similar. Yeah. Okay. Rusin goes to get water inside the final 10k. You can't even do that. What a waste. Okay, change the order for Miltfort. You're going to go at a 92 now. And we're going to move forward and sort this thing out and start riding for the stage. I want to get out front with my team and see if we can't get a decent finish.
The finish line is getting close. The riders just passed the 5 kilometers
Here
roadside.
we go. Base of the climb for Miltfort. For him, go ahead and go 99 because you're not punchy and you're not really hurting anyone behind you. And we're already down to 4k. So I'm going to gel up now. You can see how some of the riders are already coming up towards us. Okay, now we're getting into a little bit more punchy. So Mobach, not 99, but 96. 3.5k to go, so I'm gonna have to keep pushing because you can see that there was definitely some pushing and we've got to make our way through this. 3k to go, so 97, 98. Alright, plank art, your turn. Okay, 99. Mobach actually pulled away a little bit on you. Rusin made it back up and spent all of his energy getting everyone water for the final 2k of the stage. That makes perfect sense, right? Grow. Your turn. 2k to go, though. This is getting dangerous. I'm going to let him ride a little bit longer here. The one rider who is away is Masnada. That's good for me. There's Velens going now. Gegenhardt. Please don't win this thing. Please, please. Actually give me a minor placing. I could be happy with that. Lewis, a 96. I'm right on his wheel, so I'm in a good position to maybe get that 5 points. Inside the final K.
And the final sprint is off. Who's going to be the first to the line today?
Sprint and use the sneak. Go me, go, go, go. This should be worth 5 points. This should be worth 5 points. Velens is going to win. Velens is going to win. Do I pick up 5 points and save myself? Velens takes the win ahead of Mesnada. Peleas, I take 5th on the stage ahead of Gegenhardt and Hindley. The Giro top 2. That's got to be 5 points. I saved myself. Velens won the stage. Velens got the max points. He got the 25 points. Virtually, that puts him 4 points ahead of me. How many points do I get for 5th place? You gotta figure it's more than 5. I saved myself. Thank you, Race Day Condition. Thank you, team. Thank you, me, for running that thing about perfectly. I survived a climb. I will keep my position in the general standings. There's no way I'm going up or down as we're all bunched together. So that should be 6th overall. That should be points. That should be KOM. And a great result. Oh, hello. Gap 17 seconds behind Hindley. That's not going to be enough to move me up, though. 29 seconds. Grossschartner? Really? Dude, where'd you leave your legs? Did you leave them at home? 6th overall. I did pick up enough points. I win the points classification. Thank you, legs. I win the KOM. 2nd in the under 25s. 8th as a team. That's got to be worth some points. Where is it? Where is it? 75. That's enough to level up. Not enough for attributes, just a skill point. But we're now 1 level away from that. Next level. And as for those skill points, we finished personality, we finished race, we're working on finishing performance. So willpower it is, and then we'll get the training, and then finally into discovery, the final frontier. That's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.